as okay, you predict the first move right, James. Knight f3 on move one, c5 the
F3,
reply. We're
C5.
off.
Let's see what he plays next. He's thinking. Wow. E3. Okay, so B3 is coming next. So very close. I was a move off here. Move off, guys.
Yeah. Oh, now you're predicting it now. Is this the move?
It's kind of he's thinking too. Like like he can play D4, C4, Bishop E2, B3. I think he wants to play B3 so bad, but he's like, I don't really want to play it now. But should I play it? Should I not? B3. Shout out to the Diego in chat though with the 5 subs. Thanks for that.
Yeah, great prediction. B3 on the board. I think you're right. Like it was a matter of time before he played this. It's his kind of blitz weapon, right? And normally you don't want to show your opponent your best weapons too soon in a match, but Hikaru, he respects Wesley that much, and now he's going for the double fianchetto. Both of them are bishops on the long diagonals. What do you make of this? So solid from both of them.
Oh, absolutely, so solid here. In fact, actually, I love Chessable, of course. I have a nasty streak on there, but I say that to say, one who recommends this from Black side is the Spidler. Spidler likes this, and it's part two of the Grunfeld, where he actually recommends you just go for this double fianchetto setup, which scores very well. You go D5 and C5, put the knight on C6 or D7, sometimes A6, depending on what White's doing here. But I think Wesley chose a very solid choice here for Wesley. So being Wesley so solid, I think this is a very absolutely great choice. So a very long game that can ensue here for sure.
Yeah, and we see the first exchanges of this match. Pawns coming off, bishop taking a knight in the center, and it's exactly what you said. Like knight a3, knight on the edge of the board to support the pawn.
Nice. Rook C1 ideas, and knight B5 too as well. I mean, you could go E5. I guess we'll have not sort of a hanging pawn structure here, but we do kick the bishop back. But is that necessary? E5, maybe bishop B2, and then I don't know, rook C8 instead.
What are your predictions here? Do you think we'll see c4, maybe a capture in the near future, and loads of pieces coming off the board? Is that what we're going to see in this middle game coming up?
Yeah, he's building up with rook to C1 here. Then he wants to push C4 and try to beat him sort of in-game-ish, I assume. Rook D8, everything is very, very solid as we see Wesley solid. I see it in chat there. What's up, boys? I see you in chat. Hello, hello. What's up, chat? I see you guys. Everything's developed. Very easy game, I think, for both players here. Really just going to be about this middle game. What kind of trades are going to happen? Wesley was shaking his head. Why is Wesley shaking his head, David? Nothing happened, David.
Yeah, he's been playing at 98% accuracy. It's not good enough. That's why.
It's
I
not
don't know. I
99.
mean,
It's not
he wants
99.
99, 99.9. Nothing less is acceptable.
He's already shaking his head here. He's in his own head, guys. In his own head. What's up, Rock and Roll? To see him. Yeah, C4 did happen here. Massive trades can happen, especially after DC. There's Bishop B7, Queen B7. Yeah, massive trades.
Yeah, this just looks dead equal to my eyes. The Black Queen will now just jump out the way. Yeah, as soon as these bishops get traded off, like it's hard to imagine either side being better. Like rooks are going to come off the board. Probably the Black Knight moves out the way at some point, and the other bishops come off the board. It definitely feels like a bit of a cagey one. Hikaru making the type of face we've all made, at least internally. We know it's equal, but okay, he's going to play on. He pushes his pawn to e4. That's a very ambitious move.
I like this move. E5 is a threat, huh? E5 takes, you take on F6. Very strong. Very strong. You also have E6 type of ideas. That was a really good move. E4 is really annoying. What if I go E5 then? He plays Rook D8, so he's not afraid of E5 at all, he's saying.
Very, very interesting. Like e5 is the critical move. If it works, it's very good. But if it doesn't work, then maybe White's overextended. And Wesley keeps throwing us off. He keeps shaking his head. I don't understand that. He's been playing very sensible moves.
Yeah.
Hikaru's
Maybe he's
tempted.
trying to psych out, Hikaru, because they're in a Zoom call together, I'm assuming. So, he's like shaking his head like, oh, I'm making bad moves. Please, you try to find the move when he's really, playing with him. I don't believe he'd do that though. Nice C4 though. He didn't go with E5. Just trying to prepare the position. The knight on A3 was pretty bad, so he wants to make it a better piece. Makes sense.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. And now Black has probably a few moves. Like one typical move would be to put the queen in the corner just to sit on the long diagonal, stop White playing E5. Maybe the Black Knight could jump if that's more of a Wesley move. Maybe just if he wants to keep things safe, trade off the dark squared bishops. He could also pin the White Knight. Lots and lots of choice. Nice to see Wesley not spending too much time, but he's got to make sure he doesn't drop too low, I would say, James, in this match. If he kind of continuously finds himself on the brink of being flagged, then I think that pressure might build up and be the difference.
That is one thing that we have to always remember. Hikaru is absolutely so fast, like it's incredibly fast. And wait a second, Bishop A6, E5 really feels good now because that bishop off the diagonal, we open the bishop up. E6 could be a possibility at some point too. Obviously, we have to watch out for the D4 bishop hanging in some lines there, lots of lines. But E5 is a very, very tempting move to play.
Hmm. You wouldn't even hesitate, right? I know your style. You would play that
Yeah.
in half a second.
I have to play it here, David. It's just you move first, think later, right? But then the knight moves to e8, and there it is. It's on the board. But knight e8 is really strong, so e6 still doesn't work yet. So the question is, what do we do? I mean, e6 anyway. Take. I mean, maybe it's scary, but no, it's just you're playing Wesley so solid. Got to be careful. Oh,
Hmm.
e6 now. Maybe f6 afterwards.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
this looks so tempting. Hikaru,
Look at
he's
Hikaru's face.
frowning. He's going to play it, right?
Yeah,
Surely.
this is inaccurate, chat. It's inaccurate. This is an inaccuracy, chat. It's an accuracy. E6.
Oof. It's suddenly really loose for black. Like, taking will drag the black king out. This knight is hanging in the air in lots of lines. I mean, your f6 is probably one of the best moves, but that black bishop is not going to be loving life after that move. Oof. This has gone wrong for Wesley.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think after f6? I mean, do we just kind of back up the bishop on b2? Like, what is our next plan after that? Got to hit the knight, and then I guess try to play this in game. But we have to be careful because c6 could be a weakness.
Hmm. I wouldn't be shocked if Hikaru goes like just h4, h5, and starts just keeping the tension, trying to open up the black king.
Jay, well,
Wesley,
thanks for the 5. We see you in chat there. Chat with the love.
yeah, I want to know chat's predictions. Who are they supporting? Who do they think will win and make it through to London? Such a big match, so much money on the line, as well as honor, pride.
We all know we got a lot of Hikaru fans in chat. Who's not a Hikaru fan, right? At the same time, who is a Wesley fan? That's what I'm looking for. Where are the Flexley So fans? Big Flexley here. Who is a Wesley So fan? Let's see you in chat if you're there.
Hmm. And maybe Wesley's calculating like bishop takes bishop and moving his king after a check. And okay, he doesn't play it. I was going to say
Wow,
knight
look at
c3,
the
maybe some
bar.
forks.
And he
Oof.
goes, okay, this is the same idea we looked at. Why is this so bad? Like, I knew it. You see this line, but like, why is it so bad? I mean, this is incredible. Oh, Ricky 7. Yeah.
Oof.
Wow.
And yeah,
It's like so
blue
bad.
blue arrow confirms it. Rook d7, the only move to get the advantage for Hikaru. But I think that's a pretty obvious one, James. He's going to find it.
And there it is. It's on the board there. No head shake from Wesley there. Yeah, this is an ugly move there. The piece is right inside of the territory there. Maybe Rook D7. Let's say we avoid a trade. Bishop A3 could be annoying.
Hmm. Oh, that's a good spot. The e7 pawn is very tender. Oh, he's walked into it. Your move, bishop a3, looks so scary. Maybe even rook
Really?
takes e7, and then bishop a3. What about that one?
Ooh. Really nasty. Really
Oh.
nasty moves here. Yeah. Let's see what he goes for. Hikaru is understanding something's wrong here. Also, Wesley down on time. Rook takes e7 is gross, boys. Oh my goodness. Brilliant move. On the board, David. It's there.
He sacrifices the rook! Rook takes
Rook!
e7. Oof.
B5 there. And of course, bishop a3 and bishop c6 was the idea, guys, if you were missing. Bishop a3 check, king e8, bishop to c6. Vicious. Very vicious.
Yeah.
Wow. Incredible.
Maybe we just very quickly show that as Hikaru ponders what to do next. If his rook sacrifice had been captured, king takes e7, that would have been a nasty check. And just to show here, the checkmate. Bishop into c6, this closes the door, and rook to d7, the only way to keep things going, but not for long. This would have been the end. So we go back as he's pondering what to do next, how to finish it off.
B5 happened. Now Hikaru trying the absolute best move here. Is there I always like the crazy moves. 95 is a very fun move. Pawn takes, queen check takes, check, king d6. I think he runs away, but it's fun, obviously. But what is the best? You can just do the easy move, rook f7, and then move the knight.
Yeah, I would go the easy route.
Yeah.
Route here. He's done the hard work.
Right.
He's won a pawn. Knight a5 maybe immediately, just to come in with some forks. Looks very, very strong. But Hikaru's burning his time, burning the clock, and he plays rook d7, threatening a fork.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, the e7 threat. And if takes, which is on the board, takes bishop a3. He calculated this in advance. King to g8 is all being played out. Queen e7 with the queen idea on d8. Lean back is going to be a resi.
Mm-hmm. Hikaru is going to take the lead. Wesley, look at that accuracy. It drops so much. It was up at nearly 100% just 6-7 moves ago, but result confirmed. Hikaru wins the first game of the match.